We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 15-1. 15-1. Smooth. Hey, just go.
On first down, Hoffman. And incomplete to open things up. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again. Hoffman. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
On 3rd down, Hoffman. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Buchanan eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Hey, Delta.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And Eifert has it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw. Hoffman. On Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. General West.
Now Joe Mixon. A strong running. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan, he sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And running with power here. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Buchanan. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 4. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll be a 10-7. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. That's caught. It's Malone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Open man there is Malone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
He's checking, he's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, nice 7. Nice 42. Nice 42. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. In your face.
On 3rd down, Hoffman. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Strip that ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Off play action. Buchanan.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Buchanan. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Buchanan. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to take a shot right away from... And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to...
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 87 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
60 outlaw.
On third down, Mixon, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Good. Let's get it. Hey, Alpha. Mike 3. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 0-0, Mike 3. It's a party now. Hey, Zoo, you're out. Kill. Hit it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing again. Buchanan. Flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 55 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
Well, it certainly is. But he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Back to throw. Buchanan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Buchanan looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Buchanan. That's caught by Kelly. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Buchanan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go! Henry, put the step of the mic. Yeah.
From the gun on 3rd down. Buchanan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
X3, 218, chop. Check 3. Ready?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set up. 270, Indy. Mike 42. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Mike's 42. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 2.
To throw on 3rd down. Hoffman. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know know about that. Super toe.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, Buchanan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 45 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Cut up. Short. 45 to Mike.
On fourth down, Buchanan. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to Mixon on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target. Grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing on first down. Buchanan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Buchanan. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Come on, set. 8, read.
At the 46-yard line.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Snap.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 3. Ready?
Looking to throw. Hoffman. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Hey, go. Push him back. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll pitch it back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here we go, here we go. Hard, hard. 50, plant. All day, defense. Hey, Charlie. Check 24, check 24. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, but it'll be 2nd down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
All day, baby. All day. We count all day.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I just got bags from Prada.